Everyone, welcome to this Openshift Hangout. Today we're going to talk about the new release that just happened, as well as some other things going on in Openshift. I'm John Polstrup, and I'm joined by Nick Harvey and Alexa Hollis. We're all on the Openshift team. So Nick's going to kick us off with the new release and the marketplace and a few other things. So go for it, Nick.
Thanks, John. So today what I'll do is go over some of the OpenShift release blogs that we've done recently, as well as the latest one, which is the OpenShift Marketplace. If you haven't had a chance to read the release blogs, you can find them on the OpenShift online page once every 3 weeks or so, since that's how often we release a new version of OpenShift Online. But today, what I'm excited to announce is the new OpenShift Marketplace. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and share my screen and show you what it's like to just add an application and use it within your OpenShift applications for services like Mongo Lab, Searchly Elasticsearch, as Redis Cloud, and things like that. So let me go ahead and share my screen and get started. All right, so by now you should see the front page of the OpenShift Marketplace, which is rather simple. You can see here that you have your marketplace, things like your purchase items, but if you haven't logged in yet, you'll likely see a login button. And that's where you'll go ahead and that'll be your step one, which is to just simply log in. Once you log in, it's pretty simple from there. You just go ahead and click on Searchly Elasticsearch, or any application that you might want to sign up for, and then just start your free trial. And then what OpenShift the Marketplace will do, will create an account with Searchly and get that started for you. And it happens pretty quickly. So I'll just go ahead now to my applications and add the actual OpenShift, add the actual Searchly starter plan to my account. This will carve out some of the Searchly resources so that I can use with my applications. So let me go ahead and place my order. And there we go. It should be all set. And now I should have some Searchly account information that I can tie into my application. So I just went ahead and clicked on the Searchly Elasticsearch application, and here we go. There's my dashboard. I have my API key, my connection URL, and things like that. Thanks, John. You can select a whole bunch of different applications there. You can see a few that I've already purchased, which are things like Elephant SQL and a few others, and you can add it on, and some of these even actually provide you environment variables once you assign that to your application. So it's really easy to use and really easy to tie into your existing OpenShift applications. And from there, I'll go ahead and hand it off to Alexa, who will tell us about some of the events, the app gallery, and some OpenShift awards.
Thanks, Nick. So yeah, I just wanted to run through some events that OpenShift has coming up. If you want to look at this page, it's on our site at openshift.com/events. So June 23rd through the 25th, OpenShift will be at MongoDB World in New York, where you can hear some members of our OpenShift team tell you all about Docker, Geard, and OpenShift, and what's going on there and what's coming up. Then we have TI-Conf Amsterdam, June 28th, and there you can hear our OpenShift evangelist, Merrick Jellin, tell you all about scaling your mobile backend. And then we have OSCON coming up in July in Portland, Oregon, and there we will have a few of our evangelists, Steve CP, Katie Miller, Diane Mueller, and you'll hear about all sorts of topics, including spatial with Node.js and MongoDB, functional programming lingo, and also scaling on OpenStack using Heath. So I'll also be updating this page soon with some more events coming up, but those are just a few that I wanted to point out.
I think there'll also be, at OSCON, there'll probably also be copies of the free OpenShift book, Getting Started with OpenShift. Also, Steve and Katie are the authors of that book. They will be there ready and willing to autograph your copy of the book.
Yes, thanks for that reminder, John. Yes, we will have some copies of our OpenShift book there, and Steve and Katie will be there to talk to anyone and, yes, autograph your book if you want. So next, I wanted to talk a little bit about our OpenShift application gallery. And so this is where we like to kind of show off what users of the OpenShift community have been doing on OpenShift. And so just, if you entries that we've had recently. Here you can see VTube, which is an Android mobile application, so you can watch videos. The videos are categorized already, so you don't have to spend so much time searching for videos that you want. You kind of, can find what you're looking for easily. Waterflow's web apps, which is a note-taking app, which can be useful in many situations. And then Houston bus times in real time, which is where you can look at an estimated arrival time for buses in the Houston area, which can be useful for people who, obviously live in that area and take the bus often. And along with,
Raleigh.
sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying that we need one of those bus time applications here in Raleigh.
I know, exactly.
Oh, very useful.
So, along with our application gallery, each time we feature an app, we also like to talk a little bit about the developers who create these apps. So, just for example, the creator of Waterflow's web apps, we can see here we learn a little bit about what kind of languages they like to use, what inspired them to be a developer, a little bit more about their application and what motivated them to create it. So we really like to use this to kind of show what our users are doing. So if you're interested, we'd love to feature your app in our application gallery. And lastly, I just wanted to go through, recently Openshift has been named a finalist for the Best Cloud Platform in the Cloud World Series Awards. So having said that, we have a new awards page on the Openshift site just to kind of showcase some of the awards that we've won in the past, and we'll be updating this each time we win a new award. So if you're interested, definitely check out this new page. I think that's all for me.
All right. Next, I thought I would share some recent highlights from the blog. We try to publish to the blog anywhere from 1 to 5 times a week. You can always count on a developer spotlight every Friday, typically a thought leadership piece every Monday, and then something from our evangelist team in between there. Just a quick run through the recent highlights in the blog. We had the developer spotlight. We had 5 reasons PaaS is better than shared hosting. Just kind of analyzing the difference between platform as a service and traditional hosting methods. A piece from Krish on future-proofing your enterprise platform. A very popular post here from Steve about using PG Modeler with Postgres if you're doing database design or database analysis. Another post from Diane here on open source DNA and the modern enterprise cloud. Developer spotlight, writing books with Git. And also another popular and topic that a lot of people are interested in, configuring AWS S3 bucket store with Openshift. So some people point to one of the potential weaknesses in PaaS is shared file systems and how all that works. And so this isn't a problem that's unique to Openshift. All platforms and services have this kind of situation. So anyway, this article kind of shows how to overcome that situation. Also, if you're interested in Java, an article on getting started with Java EE7 and Wildfly, so I'll walk you through there, and the list just goes on and on. So that's what we've got over at the blog. Also wanted to throw out there to anyone that's interested in working on Openshift, we have a technical product marketing manager position that recently opened up, so if you're interested in joining the team, I believe the position is listed as being in Mountain View, California, but our team is pretty distributed. So ideally close to an Openshift office, but I don't believe the interviewing team is ruling that out. So if you're interested, we'll have a link to that position as well as the blog posts and all the other things that we've talked about here today. Those will be in the notes section for this video. So just go down below and check that out. And I think that's all we got for this time. Anything I'm missing, guys?
Well, I'm just going to go over the Stack Overflow addition we recently made to Openshift and kind of give folks a view into what that is. A few months back, you may have noticed that we changed some of the forums over to point to Stack Overflow. This gave us a few benefits, like integrating with a larger community base of developers, being able to tap into a lot of those subject matter experts into the open and create an OpenShift tag. And that way, when people post questions about their application on OpenShift, they're not just limited to who's in that particular forum, but in a vast web of users who are subject matter experts in their language or framework of choice. So what I'll do is just quickly show you what that's like as well. We have, if you just go to stackoverflow.com/question/tagged or OpenShift, or you just search for the OpenShift tag here up in the search bar, you'll come over to the OpenShift page that you can see all these questions posted by users. And feel free to contribute here. We love it when people do, and as well as ask your questions. If you have any questions regarding your framework or how you want to get it integrated or set up with OpenShift, this is a great place to ask it and get suggestions by multiple people who can solve your answer pretty quickly. Other than that, I think that's it. That's all we have planned for today. Like John said, this is the first one, and we are going to try to do these more. So feel free to leave some comments on the video and let us know what you think. And we'll also include some of the links that we showed off here today in the description, so that you can click on those for easier access. And that's it. So thank you guys all for taking a look, and you should see more of us in the future. All right. Have a good day.
Thanks.
Take care.